The UK government is now allowed to proceed with transferring sovereignty of the Chagos Islands over to Mauritius. It comes after the High Court overturned an 11th-hour injunction which had blocked the agreement from being signed earlier. The judge earlier granted interim relief to two Chagosian women who brought the case against the Foreign Office. They criticised the deal for excluding exiled Chagosians in negotiations. The agreement would see Britain hand the archipelago back to Mauritius and pay to lease a key US-UK military base on Diego Garcia. Thursday's hearing is the latest legal action brought by members of the wider Chagosian diaspora. Many have lived in Britain after being forcibly removed from the Indian Ocean archipelago more than 50 years ago. And from Olly Barratt joins us live from London. The court lifting this injunction, allowing for the government to now sign the deal, what would that mean for the Chagosian diaspora?
Well, the Chagosian diaspora doesn't necessarily speak with one voice, but we have been hearing from campaigners who are deeply disappointed by the court's decision and insist that they will try to take further legal action to try and ensure that this deal doesn't eventually go through. But certainly the avenues for legal action seem to be receding fast. In the court hearing earlier, in which the interim pause on signing this deal with Mauritius was rejected by the High Court, the judge said that the public interest and the interests of the UK would be substantially prejudiced by the grant or continuance of interim relief, and said that the signing of the deal could therefore go ahead. In court, the government's lawyer said that both sides were poised to do so rapidly once that decision had been handed down by the court, and the UK government says that the deal is vital to protect the British people and our national security. But as I say, some of those Chagosian campaigners who've been opposed to this deal have been meeting with government ministers to get a sense of the shape of the exact arrangement. Many of them say that they are not in favour of what they have been hearing, and outside court, some of those campaigners, as I say, insist that they will try and take further legal action to block a deal that they say infringes on their human rights.
Right. This deal, it's both the deal itself and its negotiation has been complicated and controversial. It's no surprise that the opposition in the British government has been very critical of it.
There's been a lot of criticism coming from the opposition through the period to get us to the signing of the deal, and now on the day that the deal is potentially going to be signed. The opposition Conservatives say that this is Britain selling out. They say that when Labour negotiates, Britain loses. Labour, who now run the government in turn, say that, look, this is a deal that was actually being negotiated by previous Conservative administrations. Now, there is other pockets of opposition too. The right-wing Reform Party say that they will fight with those Chagosian campaigners to try and ensure that there is a way of blocking this deal. They say that Britain shouldn't be giving up sovereignty to Mauritius in this way. There are also some hawkish Conservative MPs who are worried about China here. They worry that Mauritius and China are becoming very close in terms of relations, and they therefore are sceptical about whether this deal is going to be able to hold up for the long term in the way that the UK government says it will be able to. The UK government, though, insists that the deal is necessary to safeguard over the long term that crucial military base on Diego Garcia.
Thanks, Olly Barratt there reporting live from London.